Okay, we're live. Hello, my name is Indu and I am a lost Hindu. I started to have a lot of existential questions, if you will, of what is the point of life? What is the point of anything at all? I severely have an identity crisis going on right now. During this time of wondering, who am I? What am I? What are we doing here? What's the point of money? What's the point of spending money um, and then cribbing about money when it's not there and then hoarding it when we do have it? Is it just materialistic? What's my identity? What am I even doing? I'm having these questions now because I believe I've had a very up and down journey when it comes to community, when it comes to identity, and it has been revelation after revelation in that being a Hindu is very confusing in this day and age because you have extreme modern who claim that being a Hindu just means you live and you let live, and it does not matter what other Abrahamic religions say about us because this is our way and you have to continue to take the beating. And then we have the other end of the spectrum that's completely and totally orthodox, which sticks to certain practices without necessarily disseminating why exactly this practice still exists, or they might have, it's just not reached the people as such. And this has left like a huge gap wherein even I have fallen victim to this is feeling like an outsider in the community. I have felt alien in my own culture. I have felt out of place when I go to a temple. I have felt um, particularly out of place when there are pujas at home because I didn't understand the significance of it. I would dismiss anything and everything because people could not answer my questions. And I was born in a community where I wouldn't say completely orthodox, but there is a certain expectation that you follow through with certain practices and rituals. And I kid you not, I completely dismissed every single thing, and I have done a great disservice, not only to my own community, to my culture, but my nation as well. Even now, it's really confusing when I think about what it means to be a Hindu. I don't know the basic tenets. I don't know what are the foundations or the building blocks of this culture. And I've always felt like there's been this huge gap internally of my identity. Not that I'm clinging to the concept of I, but rather that in this day and age, if you are rootless um, as rootless, you have no binding, then people are going to tell you what you are. And I fell prey to that, and now I've started to realize that I need to look very closely at my own culture, understand it myself, before I go looking for answers from people who don't know anything about this culture to begin with. And I think I wanted to put this out particularly because I have found that it's happening a lot in this day and age. We're constantly tagged with this guilt of being born within this community, which is a very heavy burden to carry, right? I was told who I was and what is it that I should be guilty of being in this culture. I was told what it means to be Hindu. And when I was told what it means to be Hindu, not by my parents, not by any guru, but by people who did not even know what it means to be Hindu, it severely affected how I perceived myself. Historically, also, I feel like this community has been uh, let down, and that idea continues to exist even to date. Your roots define who you are and how you perceive the world. If I am feeling rootless because I don't know who I am, that's exactly how the person who told me who I was felt, another Hindu. And if they are able to use that guilt as rooting in order to spread misinformation, I don't see why exactly I cannot dig deep into my own culture, understand, and lift the veil of ignorance, as I say, because I myself have come to learn so much about the caste system, about the history of this country, and it's so shocking to the point I look at people within my own community and see no support system. I see a community fending for itself because the institutions have been hijacked by the government. It all may seem like a conspiracy now when I talk about it, and I truly thought I myself was absolutely crazy for even wanting to look into this. But the more I look into it, the more it has become extremely clear that I have taken the red pill. I did a great disservice to my own culture by hiding that poster of Hanuman when my friends came over when I was much younger, when I was a young teen, was because I was embarrassed and I accepted the general perception of my gods not being quote unquote cool enough. I didn't know who the heck I was. I had no culture, no sense of identity. I was completely lost. So, I'm looking forward to breaking down various aspects of this culture in order to truly understand it in a simple way because it is very intricate. There's no denying that. But there are guidelines. God is kind enough to allow us to find our way if we so seek it, if we want it. So, look forward to more. Please like, subscribe, and pay attention to the sort of things that people say about your own community. Are they coming from a place of ignorance? Are they coming from a place of misinformation? Are they themselves rootless and therefore clung to what someone else told them about their culture? It's really important, I think, because this identity tends to have a spillover effect. Individual identity influences society, and thereby society influences individual identity. Look forward to more and take care. Bye bye. Have you been through this too? Feel free to share in the comments.